you just think about the use cases for, let's take the Bitcoin blockchain, right? There's a whole thing now about, well, people are storing inscriptions, physical items, like the picture of, the Financial Times on the Bitcoin blockchain. Well, why are they doing that? It's the most secure chain. It's the most valuable chain. And if you have a valuable asset, right, a valuable piece of art, a valuable piece of real estate, valuable whatever it is, you want it to be in the safest place possible. And so people are all mad. The Bitcoin maxis are all mad because now the cost of engaging with the chain are rising. Well, you're not supposed to flip.
Cryptocurrency fervor continues to rise, with Mark Yusko, the visionary founder and CEO of Morgan Creek Digital, doubling down on his bullish predictions for the digital asset market. Yusko sees a potential bullish reversal pattern in Bitcoin's current performance, hinting at a possible large-scale breakout. The recent failures of several regional banks may have been intentionally triggered to facilitate the smooth adoption of a CBDC. Mark Yusko's Crypto Summer Prophecy. Are we on the brink of an epic bull run? Despite the digital currency's flat performance over the past 12 months, Yusko sees a potential reversal pattern, which he finds intriguing. However, Yusko cautions that a positive catalyst may be necessary to trigger this turnaround. I think we need to see some good news to get the momentum going, he stated. From Bitcoin peak of $60,000 to its subsequent dip to $27,000 and eventual downturn to $15,000 during the FTX debacle, Bitcoin's trajectory appears to have carved out a distinct inverse head and shoulders at $27,000. This pattern, a classic technical signal of a potential bullish reversal, suggests a large-scale breakout could be imminent. If you would have said we're going to have 3 of the largest bank failures in history this year, you would have thought, oh my God, Bitcoin is going to crash. Instead, it's up meaningfully. I do think there's information content there, Yusko said. While bank failures would typically incite panic and potentially trigger a Bitcoin crash, the cryptocurrency has instead demonstrated significant resilience. This, according to Yusko, suggests a broader narrative at play. Morgan Creek's Mark Yusko doubles down on crypto bull market call, says Bitcoin flashing beautiful pattern. Trillions of dollars are flowing into the global economy, and that is going to push risk assets. Before proceeding further in this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button below for more recent updates about market.
And yet, when people talk about crypto, they're like, oh, yeah, you had a bear market last year. Like, yeah. And year to date, this year, it's up almost 100%. And it is, again, for the 11th out of 14. It's only been in existence for 14 years. Bitcoin's only been an asset for 14 years. And 11 of those 14 years, it's been the number one performing asset. And over the whole 14 years, number one by far. No, I mean, it's not close. And it was, it's not a real asset. It's not investable. Like, it's gone from nothing 14 years ago to $500 billion. Okay. That's something. $500 billion is something. So all of the graft and corruption of the savings and loan crisis and the first banking crisis in the 90s and the second banking crisis, global financial crisis in 2009. So January 3rd, 2009, Bitcoin is born. Now, why was it born on that day? And why is the first image on the Bitcoin blockchain in the Genesis block a photograph of, or JPEG, of the Financial Times, Chancellor on the brink of second bailout for banks? Well, that is, again, a commentary, social commentary on why Bitcoin needed to be created. It needed to give us a way to take our fiat, convert it into something that is no longer inflationary, can't be devalued because there's a finite supply, it's scarce. And that deflationary asset allows us to protect ourselves against this fiat fiasco. It means we can create fiat out of thin air. So fast forward to today, what are the implications? Well, the banks reliquefied themselves. Then these other competitors rose up and they were threatening the guys at the top again. So what do? They foment fear and create a reverse bank run. So all the money flows back up to the top banks. Why? Central bank digital currencies. Well, what's a central bank digital currency? Central bank digital currency is not Bitcoin. It's not Ethereum. A central bank digital currency is a closed, centralized ledger that is a surveillance tool and a control tool. So it's all the worst things about fiat money. Inflation oriented, can be devalued by decree, plus programmability and control.
Bitcoin bull season right around the corner, says crypto hedge fund veteran Mark Yusko. Here's the timeline. Yusko also says Bitcoin's price will likely react to the halving as it has in the past to send the value of the king crypto higher. The halving, which is slated for April 2024, cuts Bitcoin miners' rewards in half every 4 years. Yusko agrees. The data is there's more buyers than sellers of Ether. Ether over the past couple of weeks has even outperformed Bitcoin. He also says that Bitcoin's fair market value is not derived from the same factors that price traditional assets. He says traditional assets have a much stronger correlation than Bitcoin with GDP growth, interest rates, and the economy. A month ago, Bitcoin experienced its latest crash, but has since rallied. In the time since, the market has gained nearly 50% in market value. Bitcoin forgets Fed as trader eyes classic Bitcoin price liquidity hunt. The CoinDesk Market Index, CMI, which measures the overall crypto market performance, was up 1% for the day. Is Bitcoin really a viable alternative to fiat currencies? As Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies bounce sharply higher under the reasoning that blockchain-derived assets provide an alternative to the fiat currency system, which appears to be fracturing.
The core of your portfolio needs to be the stay rich bucket. And that needs to be the stuff that you can't afford to lose. So that's where Bitcoin, Ethereum fit. Here's the thing. Bitcoin has held up, as you said, really well, right? We got the second and third largest bank collapses in history, and Bitcoin's up. Now, if you would have told me 6 months ago that two of the largest banks in America are going to fail, what's going to happen to Bitcoin? Everybody would have said, oh, it'll be down 50%. It'll go to zero. Peter Schiff would have been saying, oh, it'll definitely be zero then. Okay, Peter, here's the thing. Over the last 10 years, gold is down. Gold is down, and Bitcoin's up about 10 years. It's like 850%. So gold is down and Bitcoin's up 850%. So something's, broken in that model, but the money keeps getting worse. And what crypto does, and particularly Bitcoin, and it's really Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero Dash, and a handful of others, everything else, utility tokens, securities, gambling, meme coins, like everybody's all psyched about Pepe or whatever.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to gamble on meme coins, knock yourself out. But it better be in the get rich bucket to a digital world where a digital blockchain, a ledger, will keep all asset records permanently, immutably encrypted, fully secure. I don't interact with FedWire every day. I use my Visa card, and once a month, I interact with the main chain. I settle up through my bank into Visa and pay the money. I don't pay with money every day. I don't interact with FedWire every day. I don't need to. So the same thing with the base layer of Bitcoin and Lightning and other layers on top of it. As the technology becomes ubiquitous, and as we move away from COBOL and Fortran and mainframes and the nonsense of these antiquated systems to blockchain ledgers that are ubiquitous, real-time, global, nation-stateless, borderless, superior, encrypted, all of this technology, it's just going to be ubiquitous.
The crypto analyst gives the Bitcoin price target as $25,000 if the price further breaks down, or $29,000 if the price moves to the upside. As the cryptocurrency market remained risk-averse on Friday, Bitcoin has continued to trade in the red. Following the hawkish remarks made by other central bank officials on Thursday, investors are on the lookout for any signs indicating the state of the U.S. economy, with a focus on Fed Chair Jerome Powell's address. Do you agree with Mark Yusko's perspective about banks' collapse and digital assets performance? Is Bitcoin following a bull run? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you found this information helpful, then like this video and subscribe to our channel. We will bring you more updates in the future.